Hi, my name is Kat Kerr, and today I'm going to be making these decorative bats using black craft plastic from Grafix. Now the first thing I need to do is cut out the bat shape, and today I'm using a manual die cutting machine as well as a metal die. But if you don't have that, you can most definitely use an electronic die cutting machine, or you can use a pair of scissors. Black craft plastic as well as all of the craft plastics are really easy to cut with a pair of scissors, so that works perfectly fine. Next, I'm going to add a decorative element to the center part of the bat, and I'm using this mandala stamp. I added some watermark ink to it, and now I'm pressing the black craft plastic directly on top of it. I'm only pressing in the center areas because I only want it in the center portion of the bat, and you can see when I bring this up to the camera that I only got it in the center area, and that's what I wanted. And so next I'm going to add some embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat it up. Now when I cut these bats out, it gave the plastic a slight curve, and I wanted to keep that. And so in order to do that, I used my embossing, my heat gun on both the front and the back of the plastic. So here I am melting the embossing powder on the front of the bat, and then when I'm done, I'm going to make sure that I add some heat to the back of the plastic in order to keep that curve. Now here I am adding that embossing powder and design to the rest of the bats that I cut out, making sure that I hit the bat with the heat both in the front and the back. Next, I'm going to add some color, and today I'm using this Amsterdam acrylic ink, but I'm using the pearlescent colors, and I chose that because I'm using this black substrate, and I thought the pearlescent would give it just this beautiful metallic feel. And so I'm using a cosmetic sponge to apply the color because I didn't want any brush strokes. So I am just applying it. Normally I would apply one coat, let it dry, and apply a second coat, but I also added multiple colors. Here I'm adding the red, and once it dries I go in with some pearlescent green, and I just love the way that it came out. It really gave him almost like this old metallic feel, like if it's been weathered, and I just love the way it came out. Now for my finishing touch, I added these crystal stickers to the center of the bats, just enough to give it a little bit of texture, bling, and sparkle. Now there are so many ways that you can use these. They make the perfect addition to your Halloween holiday decor. You can use them to embellish your mantle. You can use them on a string of lights. You can add them to, as additional elements to decorate your frames. But you can also use them in your card making. And here I'm using a piece of double tack dry adhesive film on the back of this card that I created so that I can mount it onto this sparkly piece of glitter paper, and it makes the perfect spooky card, and I loved it. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and for more ideas on how to use Grafix craft plastic, make sure you visit grafixarts.com. Thanks for watching.